so much more.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Fucking design on right now.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts, new guap, where that thing, bitches on my line.
General cargo vessel means a self-propelled ocean-going vessel, construct or adapt primarily to carry cargo that must be loaded individually, and may or may not be in uniform-sized ocean freight containers. May use vessel-based or shore-based equipment for loading and discharging of cargo. General cargo ships transport mainly cargo, goods, and materials from one port to another. A bulk carrier, such as a bulker or dry bulker, is a type of merchant ship that is used to transport large amount of unpackaged bulk cargo, such as iron ore, coal, cereal, salt, aluminum, and copper ore. A general cargo ship may have a single hold or several, and twin decks. One of the main features of this type of vessel is that it has own set of cranes integral to the vessel. They are used to perform the loading and unloading of cargo at port. General cargo vessel must carry packaged goods like foods, footwear, garments, chemical, machinery, furniture, motor vehicles, and etc. The tanker are vessels with specially designed containers to transport liquid cargo like petroleum products.
So I will discuss the main parts of the ship also in the general cargo ship. The first one is Monkey Island. The Monkey Island is a sort of deck located at the topmost accessible height of the ship, just above the bridge. This part of the ship sometimes is also referred to as flying bridge, and in the past was used by the sailors for solar and stellar observation. In addition, it houses a magnetic compass. It is an integral part of the ship and houses driving units such as VDR capsule, AIS, TXR antenna, radar scanner attached to the radar mast, SAT-C antenna, communication equipment gear, various halyards, connection to the yardards to hoist flags, weather vane, and the mast leading up to the Christmas tree or navigational lights at the ship's aft vessel. So the next one is bridge. The ship bridge is commanding station of the ship. It controls the ship movement through its navigational equipment. It controls important deck machinery, main engine, and ship's navigation system. Functions that are usually performed on the ship bridge are control the ship's speed, direction, monitor weather and sea conditions, navigating and fixing the position of the ship, and facilitating internal as well as external communication. The next one is funnel. A funnel or stacky is a chimney on a vessel used to discharge engine and boiler smoke. Lifting of the exhaust gases clear from the deck, it is constitutional purpose of the funnel. The next one is accommodation. The accommodation area in the house for crews and lives. It has all the amenities including office, gym, crew cabins, hospital, salon, recreation room, common rooms, laundry, and galley. It is a key part of the ship and consists of the garbage disposal system, freshwater system, sewage treatment plant, refrigeration system, and air conditioning for the accommodation block. It is a necessary part of the ship and facilities space for relaxing, medical facilities, and food courts. And also the next one is funnel deck. The funnel deck releases exhaust gases into the atmosphere from the engine exhaust room of the ship. It has a similar function to chimneys in factories. Nowadays, extra care has been taken in discharging chute from the funnel to preserve the atmosphere from pollution. These funnels are never installed straight but inclined at a certain angle toward the aft so that the flue gases will not cause hindrance to the deck and navigational bridge. So the next one is boat deck. The deck floor covers ship hull structure. There can be a multiple decks or deck section on a ship. The deck at the top, which bear maximum exposure to the weather, is the main deck or weather deck. Based on the position of ship deck, decks are six main types: main deck, pop deck, upper deck, lower deck, weather deck, and foredeck. The boat deck's main function is holding the hull structure and providing the floor to work and standing and guard them against outside weather. So the next one is the mast. The mast is a range spar arrangement that is elevated or more or less vertically to the center line of a ship. It has several purposes including carrying derricks and giving fundamental heights to the navigational line, salient yards, radio radar aerials, and scanners. The next one is flying bridge. It is an extended area of top weather deck or an open area of the upper structural which provides an obstructed view of the forward and aft along with the vessel's side of the navigational officers. It also serves as operating station for the officers and crew of the watch. It also contains duplicate set of controls which is vital of the master, ship's officer, and pilot for bettering and bearing of the vessel. The next one is steam. The frontmost part of the boat or ship bow, termed as the stem of the ship. The keel itself extended up to gunwale to forward the curved edge called the ship's stem. This stem can be two stylized V's, rake, and plumb stems, where the former is inclined at some angle to the waterline and later is perpendicular to the waterline. The next one is forecastle. The forecastle is one of the foremost part of the ship of length less than 7% of the total deck length. It was initially used in military vessels in which the soldier used forecastle to take defensive position. But today, forecastle serves many functions such as holding, anchoring, and securing the major parts of the ship. The foredeck is the forward part of weather deck between the superstructure and the fore-class superstructure. Basically, it's a part of vessel forward of the mast. So the next one is bulbous bow. It is just out bulb at the bow of the vessel, just below the W and L. It casts the water twixt the water flow around the hull, increasing the vessel's speed, fuel efficiency, and stability. 12 to 15% of the better fuel efficiency observed in the vessel with the bulbous bow. It also increased the buoyancy on the onward part of the vessel, which reduced pitching up to some extent. The next one is stern. The stern is an aft end structure designed to provide low resistance, high propulsion efficiency, and avoid vibrations. It is the rearmost part of a ship that keeps the water out. Rudders and propellers are hung to the stern. The stern can be shaped flat, canoe-like, tapered sharp to serve the purpose of cutting the water in its way. So the next one is poop deck. It serves as a roof of the cabin, construction in the aft of the ship. It facilitates the captain, helmsman, supervise the entire working crew. But in modern ships, the pop deck are provided either in the center of the ship or on the starboard. Side thruster. These are somewhat like a propeller and fitted on either side of the bow of the ship. It helps in maneuvering ship at slow speed and congested water near ports or canals. These are also referred tunnel thrusters. Side thrusters influence the total running cost of the ship to a greater extent. These are either hydraulically or electrically powered. So the rudder, without steering, we can't move a vehicle in the desired direction. So the propeller propels the ship and the rudder steers the ship. The rudder is a flat hollow structure housed in the aft of the propeller. It consists of the following parts: rudder trunk, movable flap, main rudder blade, hinge system, links, and rudder carrier bearing. Rudder are of the three types: balanced type, semi-balanced type, and unbalanced type rudder. As a vital part of the ship, the rudder is provided with a steering gear system that controls the rudder movement. It works on the Newton third law of motion. That's all. Thank you.
These are the external parts of a general cargo ship. First, hull. The hull is the main body of the ship and serves as the structural foundation. It is typically made of steel and designed to withstand the harsh conditions of the sea. Next, superstructure. The superstructure is the upper part of the vessel ships, including the bridge accommodation for the crew and any other auxiliary structures. Third, deck. The ship deck is where cargo is loaded, secured, and transported. Hatch covers. Hatch covers are used to seal the cargo hold to protect the cargo from exposure to the elements and seawater. Ventilation system. Ventilation systems are crucial to maintain the quality of certain cargo such as grains and chemical. Airflow is controlled to regulate temperature. Next, ballast tank. Ballast tanks are used to control the ship's stability and draft. Proper ballast management is essential for the safe navigation. Rudder and steering gear. Rudder is located at the stern of the ship. It is responsible for changing the ship's direction. It is controlled by the steering gear, which is operated from the bridge. 8. Safety features. General cargo ships are equipped with the various safety features, including lifeboats, life rafts, lifebuoys, and firefighting equipment. These external safety components are vital to ensure safety of the crew and the ships. The external part of general cargo ships play a crucial role in its operation, cargo handling, and safety regulation. Maintaining and inspection of these components are essential to ensure the vessel's seaworthiness and the safe transportation of goods across the sea.
Purpose of general cargo ships is transport mainly cargo goods and materials from one port to another. A bulk carrier such as bulker or dry bulker is a type of merchant ship that is used to transport large amounts of unpackaged bulk cargo such as iron or coal, cereal salt, aluminum, and copper ore. As the name implies, multi-purpose vessels are built to transport various commodities as general cargo in units and bulk or containerize a multi-purpose. Vessels cargo can be composed of various commodities or consist of just one. The proper stowage and securing of cargoes is of the utmost importance for safety of life at sea. Improper stowage and securing of cargoes has resulted in numerous serious ship casualties and caused injury and loss of life, not only at sea but also during loading and discharge.